Okay, this is my '08 KLR650. Did a quick clip on it the other day, just on some of the mods. What I did, I forgot two of the earlier mods that I'd done. One of them was the rear indicator. Now this model actually had a recall on the indicators. The rubber stalks for the indicator were quite brittle and they were breaking off, and I actually managed to do that even before the recall. Walking through the shed, I busted one off. I got quoted 125 bucks for the new indicator stalk, lens and everything. You can't get just parts. So what I did instead, I bought a $15 pair of indicators. As you can see, fully rubber mounted. Took all the parts off and just sort of bolted it almost straight onto the carry rack there. Yeah, they've been really good. They're quite bright. The difference is probably just mainly they've got the globe in it is a 10 watt, not a 21 watt. And what actually happens is it makes your flasher can flash a little bit faster. I don't know if you pick it up, but it just flashes a bit faster. I checked with a mechanic. That's no dramas. That's fine. And I actually find that faster flash seems to just be more obvious in traffic. It's a bit more eye-catching, so I quite like that feature. So I'm going to stick with it. So that's the indicators. Now, one other one that I did when I first got the bike, at highway speed, it was sitting on around, we do about 100, 110 Ks is our highway speed, Ks an hour. The bike was sitting on about 5,000 RPM, and I was just starting to get a little bit of vibration back through the engine. It just wasn't quite in the sweet spot. So what I did was, now don't quote me on the sprocket size because it was a while ago, standard is a 14 tooth sprocket. I stepped it up by 2 teeth. I went to a 16 tooth sprocket. The reason I mucked around with the front one and not the rear one was because if you do the rear one, obviously there's a fairly big diameter change, even if you go up a couple of teeth or down a couple of teeth, and you've actually got to shorten your chain. If you do the front one, what you can do is you can just adjust your rear wheel in or out. And if I'm going to do a bush trip or something sort of a bit more close and in the sort of snotty stuff, I can just drop back to the original sprocket. It's a 10-minute job. Swap it over before you go. You can even carry both in your pack, I suppose, if you're going for a couple of days, which sometimes I do. So that's just the other two mods. Now, just really quickly, I'm running the stock rear exhaust. Most of the things I do on my bike are done cheap, like everyone. There's other bills to pay. But I have seen a couple when they put a chrome fitting over it or they bolt something to it just to hide the, well, essentially a straw, which is the rear exhaust, and just pretty it up a bit. If anyone's done that mod and it's worked well for them, post it. Let us know how you did it and how hard it was. So yeah, that's it. That's that one.